Dear students, today we are going to discuss molecular basis of inheritance. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about mainly three molecules. They are DNA, RNA, proteins. These are the three molecules that we are going to discuss in this chapter. So, first of all, we should understand what is inheritance. Inheritance is nothing but the transfer of characters from one generation to other generation is called inheritance. So what is molecular basis of inheritance? So for the transfer of characters, some of the molecules play an important role. What are those molecules? DNA and RNA. DNA and RNA are the basis of inheritance. Then what about the proteins? Proteins helps for the inheritance, that we will discuss later. So first we are going to discuss about DNA and RNA. DNA is nothing but deoxyribonucleic acid. RNA is ribonucleic acid. So DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. RNA stands for ribonucleic acid. Then how can you define the DNA? So DNA is polymer of deoxyribonucleotides. So here is a stretch of deoxyribonucleotides or chain of deoxyribonucleotides is nothing but DNA. RNA is polymer of ribonucleotides. So DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. RNA stands for ribonucleic acid. Then how can you define the DNA? It's a polymer of deoxyribonucleotides or chain of deoxyribonucleotides. RNA is a stretch of ribonucleotides or polymer of ribonucleotides or chain of ribonucleotides. So whether it may be deoxyribonucleotide or ribonucleotide, first you should understand what is nucleotide. If you understand the term nucleotide, what are the components present in the nucleotide, then it will be easy to understand the difference between the deoxyribonucleotide and ribonucleotide. So first we are going to discuss about nucleotide. Nucleotide is mainly composed of three components. Nucleotide is composed of three components. What are those three components? Sugar, nitrogen base, and phosphate is called nucleotide. So nucleotide is composed of how many components? Three components. They are sugars, nitrogen base, phosphate. So sugar, nitrogen base and phosphate, all the three can be collectively called nucleotide. Then what is nucleoside? Nucleoside is also there. Nucleoside is nothing but sugar and base. Sugar and base can be collectively called nucleoside. So here we are not going to discuss about nucleoside, we are going to discuss nucleotide in detail. So nucleotide, three components: sugar, nitrogen base, phosphate. Now sugars. So what is the type of the sugar present in the DNA molecule or RNA molecule? So there are mainly two different types of sugars present in nucleic acids. They are ribose sugar and deoxyribose sugar. Ribose sugar is present in RNA molecule, deoxyribose sugar present in DNA molecule. That's why the name itself indicates deoxyribonucleic acid. Why it is called deoxyribonucleic acid? Deoxyribo sugar is present in the DNA molecule. Hence it is called deoxyribonucleic acid. RNA is ribonucleic acid. Why it is ribonucleic acid? Because ribose sugar is present in that molecule. Hence it is ribonucleic acid. So, nitrogen base. Now coming to nitrogen base. So, how many types of nitrogen bases are there? There are mainly two different types of nitrogen bases. They are purines, pyrimidines. Purines and pyrimidines. Purines, again, purines are of how many types? Two types. Pyrimidines are of how many types? Three types. So what are the two different types of purines and what are the three different types of pyrimidines? Purines are of two types. They are adenine and guanine. Pyrimidines are of how many types? Three types. They are cytosine, thiamine, uracil. Purines are of two types. They are adenine and guanine. Adenine can be represented with capital letter A. Guanine can be represented with capital letter G. Cytosine with C. Thiamine with T. Uracil with U, the first letter. If you observe all the three, in case of pyrimidines, C, T, U, cytosine, thiamine, uracil. In case of purines, adenine, guanine, A, G. Now, phosphate is present in both DNA and RNA. So, there is no difference regarding phosphate in case of DNA and RNA. Now, we are going to study the structures of sugars on nitrogen bases. Now, structure of ribose sugar and deoxyribose sugar. So, how the structure of the ribose sugar looks like, that we are going to study now. So, the structure of the ribose sugar looks like this. This is the structure of the ribose sugar. So this is the structure of the ribose sugar. So this is the first carbon in the sugar, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. This C will be the fifth carbon. This one is the fifth carbon. So how many carbons are present in that sugar? 5 carbons are present in that sugar. What is that sugar? Ribose sugar. In ribose sugar, 5 carbons are there. Hence, the sugar is called pentose sugar. So, whether it may be ribose sugar or deoxyribose sugar, both are pentose sugar. Why they are called pentose sugars? 5 carbons are present in that structure. Hence, it is called pentose sugar. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons are present. Now we are going to discuss about the deoxyribose sugar. So this is the structure of deoxyribose sugar. This is the structure of ribose sugar. So what is the difference that you can find in both cases? There is only one difference that exists between these two structures. That is, if you keenly observe the second position of the ribose sugar and second position of the deoxyribose sugar, you can find the difference. Here, in the second position of the ribose sugar, hydroxyl group is present. In case of the second position of the deoxyribose sugar, hydroxyl group is not present. Hydrogen is present, or at the second position, oxygen is absent. That's why it is called deoxyribose sugar. What is deoxy? D means removal, oxy. So removal of oxygen at the second position of the ribose sugar is called deoxyribose sugar. Okay. So if you observe these two structures, only one difference that lies. What is that? At the second position, hydroxyl group is present at the ribose sugar. Hydroxyl group is absent at the deoxyribose sugar. And hydrogens, so here hydrogens are present, that you should remember. H. Okay, so this is the difference between the ribose sugar and deoxyribose sugar. Ribose sugar is present in RNA molecule. Deoxyribose sugar present in DNA molecule. So this is the structures of the ribose sugar and deoxyribose sugar. Both are pentose sugars. Now we are going to discuss about nitrogen bases. Nitrogen bases are of mainly two types that we already discussed. What are those? Purines and pyrimidines. So purines are of two types, adenine and guanine. Pyrimidines are of three types. They are cytosine, thiamine and uracil. Adenine can be represented with capital letter A, guanine with G, cytosine with C, thiamine with T, uracil with U. You can represent like this. Now, first you should know the general structure of the purine and general structure of the pyrimidine. If you know the general structure of the purine and pyrimidine, then it will be very easy to draw the structures of adenine, guanine, cytosine, thiamine and uracil. So, first we are going to discuss about the general structure of the purine. How the purine looks like. The structure of the purine will be like this. So this is the structure of purine. Next, structure of pyrimidine. So this is the structure of purine, this is the structure of pyrimidine. First we are going to discuss the structure of purine in detail. So purines are dicyclic and heterocyclic. Purines. So this is the structure of the purine. The purines are dicyclic and heterocyclic. So what is dicyclic? Purines has mainly two rings. Can you observe? This is the first ring, this is the second ring. How many rings are present in the purine? Two rings. This is the first ring and second ring. So hence it is called dicyclic. And heterocyclic. Why they are called dicyclic? Due to the presence of two rings, the purine is called dicyclic. Why it is called heterocyclic? Different types of atoms are present here, hence it is called heterocyclic. So due to the presence of different types of atoms, carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, so hence it is called heterocyclic. And you should give the number for this structure of purine. Numbering should be always counterclockwise for the purines. So you should start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the cycles, 2 cyclics. Okay. So the numbering should be given in the anti-clockwise manner or counterclockwise manner for the purines. So coming to the pyrimidine. So pyrimidine is monocyclic and heterocyclic, unlike that of purines. So the numbering should be clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the numbering is always in the clockwise manner for the pyrimidines. Numbering should be counterclockwise for the purines, that you should remember. Okay, so it is monocyclic and heterocyclic. So these are the structures of the purines and pyrimidines. These are the general structures of purines and pyrimidine. Now we are going to discuss adenine structure, guanine, cytosine, thymine, uracil. That is individual structures of purines and pyrimidines. We are going to study the structures of purines. So you know that there are two different types of purines, nothing but adenine and guanine. Here we will write. First we will discuss about the structures of the purines, adenine and guanine. Later we will discuss about the structures of pyrimidines. So adenine. So there is chemical name for each and every purine and each and every pyrimidine. If you know the names, then it will be very easy to draw the structure of adenine and guanine. So what is the chemical name of the adenine? If you know the chemical name, it will be very easy to draw the structures. What is the chemical name of adenine? 6-amino purine. The chemical name of adenine is 6-amino purine. Now coming to chemical name of the guanine, 2-amino 6-oxypurine. So chemical name of adenine is 6-amino purine. Chemical name of guanine is 2-amino 6-oxypurine. So first we should draw the structure of purine. So this is the general structure of the purine. Numbering should be counterclockwise manner. So this is the general structure of the purine. So what is adenine? What is the chemical name of the adenine? 6-amino purine. So this is the structure of purine. At the 6th position, you should incorporate amino group. So this is the sixth position where you can incorporate amino group. Then it is adenine. This is the structure of adenine. So if you know the general structure of the purine and if you know the chemical name of the purine, then it will be easy to draw the structure of a specific purine. So now coming to the guanine, what is the chemical name of the guanine? 2-amino 6-oxypurine. So now structure of guanine, 2-amino 6-oxypurine. So this is the general structure of the purine. At the second position, amino group should be there. At the sixth position, oxygen should be there. Then it is called guanine. This is the second position, amino group. Second position, amino group. Sixth position, oxygen. Is the sixth position, oxygen. The valency of the carbon is 4, so the bond here it will be changed to NH. Now this is the structure of guanine. So it clearly explains that if you know the general structure of the purine and chemical name of the specific purine, then it will be very easy to draw the structure of adenine or guanine. So the chemical name of adenine is 6-aminopurine. If you incorporate amino group at the sixth position, then it is called adenine. The chemical name of the guanine is 2-amino 6-oxypurine. If you incorporate amino group at the second position and oxygen at the sixth position, then it is called guanine. Now coming to structure of pyrimidines. Structure of pyrimidines. So total how many pyrimidines are there? There are mainly 3 pyrimidines. They are cytosine, thiamine and uracil. So what is the chemical name of the cytosine? So the chemical name of the cytosine is 2-oxy-4-amino pyrimidine. The chemical name of the cytosine is 2-oxy-4-amino pyrimidine. The chemical name of the thiamine is 2,4-dioxy-5-methyl pyrimidine. And the chemical name of uracil is 2,4-dioxy-pyrimidine. If you observe clearly whether it may be purine or pyrimidine, so the suffix, if it is purine, the suffix always will be purine. If it is pyrimidine, in the chemical name the suffix is always pyrimidine. Now coming to the structure of cytosine. So what is the chemical name of the cytosine? 2-oxy-4-amino pyrimidine. Same like that of the purines, if you know the structure of the pyrimidine and the chemical name of the specific pyrimidine, then it will be very easy to draw the structure of cytosine or thiamine or uracil. Let us see the structure of cytosine. So first we should draw the general structure of pyrimidine. So numbering should be in the clockwise manner. So this is the structure of pyrimidine. Now, what is the chemical name of the cytosine? 2-oxy-4-amino-pyrimidine. So at the second position, oxygen should be there. At the fourth position, amino group should be there. Then the structure will be cytosine. We'll see. 2-oxy is the second position. Oxy. Four amino. At the fourth position, amino group. So this is the structure of cytosine. 2-oxy-4-amino-pyrimidine is called cytosine. Now coming to the structure of thiamine. Cytosine. Now coming to the structure of thiamine. So thiamine is also pyrimidine. So first you should draw the general structure of the pyrimidine. So what is the chemical name of the thiamine? 2,4-dioxy-5-methyl-pyrimidine. So draw the general structure of pyrimidine first. So this is the general structure of pyrimidine. So 2,4-dioxy-5-methyl-pyrimidine. So at the second position and the fourth position, oxygen should be there. That's why it's called dioxy. 5-methyl. At the fifth position, methyl group. Second position. At the second position and fourth position, oxygen. Double bond O, here also double bond O. So here the valency of the carbon is 4, so here NH. Same here also. NH. The fifth position, methyl group. CH3. So this is the structure of thiamine. So this is the structure of thiamine. Now coming to the structure of uracil. So uracil is also pyrimidine. So first let us draw the structure of general structure of pyrimidine. Numbering should be in the clockwise manner. So this is the general structure of the pyrimidine. So what is the chemical name of the uracil? 2,4-dioxy-pyrimidine. So at the second position and the fourth position, oxygen should be there. The second position is the fourth position, oxygen. Here the valency is of carbon is 4, so the bond here shifted and here it forms the NH. Here also same, the valency of the carbon is 4, so here you can remove one bond and here it becomes NH. So this is the structure of uracil. So cytosine, the chemical name of the cytosine is 2-oxy-4-amino-pyrimidine. 2-oxy-4-amino-pyrimidine is called cytosine. Chemical name of the thymine is 2,4-dioxy-5-methyl-pyrimidine. 2,4-dioxy, 2 oxygens at the second position and fourth position, and 5-methyl at the fifth position. Methyl group should be there. Then it is called 2,4-dioxy-5-methyl-pyrimidine, which is nothing but thiamine. Uracil, 2,4-dioxy-pyrimidine. The second position and the fourth position, 2 oxygen atoms are there in case of uracil. So these are the structures of pyrimidines. So these are the structures of purines and pyrimidines. So we have completed 2 components in the nucleotide, that is sugars and nitrogen bases. The last component is phosphate that we are going to discuss now. So nucleotide is mainly composed of 3 components: sugar, base, phosphate. We have discussed about the sugars in both DNA and RNA, that is deoxyribosugar in DNA, ribosugar in RNA, and nitrogen bases. We discussed about nitrogen bases, that is purines and pyrimidines. Purines are 2 types, adenine and guanine. Both adenine and guanine are present in both DNA and RNA. So purines are common in both DNA and RNA. Pyrimidines, so total pyrimidines are 3: cytosine, thiamine, uracil. Cytosine is common in both DNA and RNA. So it is present in both DNA and RNA. So what are the bases which are common in both DNA and RNA? Adenine, guanine, purines, cytosine, pyrimidine. These 3 are common in both DNA and RNA. Now coming to the difference between the DNA and RNA regarding bases, that is thiamine. Thiamine is present in DNA, absent in RNA. Present in DNA, absent in RNA. Now coming to uracil. Uracil is present in RNA, and absent in DNA. So thiamine is present in DNA, absent in RNA. Uracil is present in RNA, absent in DNA. Sugars, same. Ribosugar is present in RNA, absent in DNA. Deoxyribosugar is present in DNA, absent in RNA. So with this we have completed 2 components: nitrogen bases, sugars. Now coming to phosphate. Coming to the phosphate. So we discussed nitrogen bases and sugars. So, one type of sugar is present in DNA, one type of sugar is present in RNA. Some types of bases are present in DNA and some types of bases are present in RNA. But in case of phosphate, there is no difference in the phosphate. That is, phosphate is common for both DNA and RNA. So what is the structure of phosphate? The valency of phosphate is, phosphorus is 5. So 5 bonds, oxygen. So this is the structure of phosphate. So these are the 3 components present in the nucleotide. With that we completed the structure, completed the components of the nucleotide. So sugars, that is ribosugar and deoxyribosugar, nitrogen bases, that is purines and pyrimidines. So sugars and bases both are organic compounds. Phosphate is inorganic compound. That we should remember. So 2 organic components, 1 inorganic component. 2 organic components and 1 inorganic component is present in nucleotide. 2 organic components are nitrogen bases, sugars. Inorganic component is phosphate. So this is the structure of phosphate. Now coming to the structure of nucleotide. Structure of nucleotide. So we know that the nucleotide is mainly composed of 3 components: sugar, base and phosphate. Now we are going to discuss how these 3 components are interlinked in the nucleotide. So first we are going to discuss about the structure deoxyribonucleotide. So is deoxyribonucleotide means definitely no oxygen at the second position. H. Here CH2OH. So this is the structure of deoxyribose, sugar. Now if it is nucleotide, definitely there should be base and phosphate. So base, the nitrogen base, which may be either purine or pyrimidine, whatever it may be. So adenine or guanine or cytosine or thymine. No uracil, because it is deoxyribonucleotide. In DNA, no uracil. Thymine should be there, uracil should be absent. So A or G or C or T, any base, all 4 are bases only. So base, at the base is always linked at the first position of the sugar. This is the first position, second, third, fourth, and this is the 5th position. Now sugar and base. So sugar and base is called nucleoside. What is nucleotide? If phosphate is added to the 5th carbon, then it is called nucleotide. So phosphate. Here CH2OH is there now. In hydrogen is replaced by phosphate here. So this is the base, this is the phosphate, this is the sugar. So this is the structure of deoxyribonucleotide. So this is the structure of deoxyribonucleotide. Here the valency is, oxygen is 2. So this is the structure of deoxyribonucleotide. Now coming to the structure of ribonucleotide. So what is the sugar present in the RNA? Ribose sugar. So first you can draw the structure of ribose sugar. So here OH, OH. So OH is present at the 2nd position. Hydroxyl group is present at the 2nd position because it is the ribose sugar. It is deoxyribose sugar. Hence OH is absent. So this is the normal structure of the ribose sugar. Now we are mentioning the structure of ribonucleotide. So sugar, base, phosphate. So base is always linked at the 1st carbon. So this is the 1st carbon, 2nd carbon, 3rd carbon, 4th carbon, 5th carbon. So here base should be there, that is adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil. No thymine, because in RNA thymine is absent. Okay, this is the ribose sugar is present in RNA, absent in DNA. So uracil is here. Here in this case no uracil, because deoxyribose sugar is present in DNA, that's why thymine is there, no uracil. So base, sugar. Now it is nucleoside. So what is nucleotide? Sugar, base, phosphate. All three can be correctly called nucleotide. We are discussing about nucleotide. So phosphate should be present at the 5th position. So here OH, H is replaced by phosphate. P double bond O. So this is the phosphate. So now this is the structure of ribonucleotide. Better you mention with this color, phosphate. So this is the sugar, base, phosphate, ribonucleotide. Now we are discussing the names of the bond between the sugar and base and sugar and phosphate. So very important. So sugar and base in the nucleotide always linked with N-glycosidic bond. So here the bond is there, no bond present. This is the sugar, this is the base. Sugar and base linked with N-glycosidic bond. Same here also, N-glycosidic bond. So sugar always linked to the base with N-glycosidic bond. Here sugar always linked with phosphate with ester bond. Very, very important. Here also ester bond. Phosphate always present at the or situated at the 5th carbon. Sugar always situated at the 1st carbon of the sugar. Here 5th carbon of the sugar, here 1st carbon of the sugar. Same in this case of ribonucleotide also. So phosphate is always linked to 5th carbon of the sugar. Here base is always linked to 1st carbon of the sugar. So sugar, base. Sugar and base linked by N-glycosidic bond. Here also same, sugar and base linked with N-glycosidic bond. Sugar and phosphate, ester bond. Same here on, sugar and phosphate, ester bond. And sugar linked with base with the help of N-glycosidic bond at 1st position. And at the 5th position, phosphate linked with ester bond. We will learn names of nucleosides and nucleotides now. So first, what is nucleoside? Sugar plus base is equal to nucleoside. Nucleoside plus phosphate is equal to nucleotide. So sugar plus base is equal to nucleoside. Nucleoside plus phosphate is equal to nucleoside. Okay, so sugar plus base. In case of nucleoside, no phosphate. In case of nucleotide, sugar, base, phosphate. Now we will discuss different types of nucleosides and nucleotides. So nucleoside first. It's nothing but sugar plus base. So sugar plus, if the base is adenine, then it is called adenosine. Next, sugar plus guanine is nothing but nucleoside. So if guanosine is the base attached to the sugar, then it is called guanosine. If guanine is the base attached to the sugar, is called guanosine. If the cytosine is attached to the sugar, it is called cytidine. If thiamine is there in the sugar, thymidine. Next, sugar plus uracil, uridine. So these are the different types of nucleosides. So how many nucleosides are there in? Please remember, in case of nucleoside, no phosphate. So here no phosphate, only sugar and base is called nucleoside. Sugar plus adenine, adenosine. Sugar plus guanine, guanosine. Sugar plus cytosine, cytidine. Sugar plus thiamine, thymidine. Sugar plus uracil, uridine. If you keenly observe all these different types of nucleosides, here adenine and guanine are purines. The suffix in purine is INE. So you can find INE here, INE here. Cytosine. So you should not mention the name itself of the pyrimidine. Cytosine is cytosine. So it is called cytidine. So and cytosine is purine or pyrimidine? Pyrimidine. Thiamine, pyrimidine. Uracil, pyrimidine. So what is the suffix? Dine, D-I-N-E. So here you can find D-I-N-E in this case. Okay. So nucleosides are of how many types? 5 types. They are adenosine, guanosine, cytidine, thymidine, uridine. These are the 5 different types of nucleosides. Now coming to nucleotides. So what is a nucleotide? Sugar plus base plus phosphate. It's called nucleotide. You know the difference between nucleotide and nucleotide first. Nucleoside is sugar plus base. Nucleotide is sugar plus base plus phosphate. So if the base is adenine, sugar plus adenine plus phosphate, then it is called adenylic acid. If phosphate is absent, only sugar and adenine is there, then it is called adenosine. If phosphate is there, phosphate is nothing but phosphoric acid. That's why you are adding the acid here. Adenylic acid. Next, sugar plus, if the base is guanine and phosphate, it is called guanylic acid. Next, sugar plus, what is the next base? Cytosine. Cytosine plus phosphate. Cytidilic acid. Sugar plus thiamine plus P, phosphate. Thymidilic acid. Last base, sugar plus uracil plus phosphate, uridylic acid. So these are the different types of nucleotides. So there are 5 different types of nucleosides because 5 different bases are there, and there are 5 different types of nucleotides due to the presence of 5 different types of bases. So these are nucleotides, these are nucleosides. And one more thing you should remember, so adenine and guanine common, purines in case of both DNA and RNA. If sugar, adenine and phosphate is present in deoxyribose sugar, adenine and phosphate present in DNA, then it is called deoxyadenilic acid. If the sugar is deoxyribose sugar, then it is called deoxyguanilic acid. If the sugar is deoxyribose sugar, then it is called deoxycytidilic acid. In these 3 cases only it happens because adenine, guanine, cytosine, these 3 are common in both DNA and RNA. That's why deoxyadenilic acid, deoxyguanilic acid, deoxycytidilic acid are present in DNA. If it is RNA, adenilic acid, guanilic acid, cytidilic acid. So these are the different types of nucleosides and different types of nucleotides. Here also same, in case of nucleosides, 3 different types of nucleosides, that is deoxyadenosine if the sugar is deoxyribose sugar. If the sugar is deoxyribose sugar and guanine is there, then it is called deoxyguanosine. Same, if the sugar is deoxyribose sugar and which is attached to cytosine, then it is called deoxycytidine. So adenine, guanine, cytosine are common in both DNA and RNA. That's why when you are mentioning the nucleosides or nucleotides, you should mention deoxy if it is DNA, and no need to mention deoxy if it is RNA. So, but in case of thiamine and uracil, no need to mention whether it's deoxy or normal. Why? Because thiamine is always present in DNA, uracil is always present in RNA. So if thiamine is there, definitely it is DNA. If uracil is there, definitely it is RNA. So there is no confusion whether it is in DNA or RNA. So in this lecture, we studied different components of nucleotides, structure of nucleotides, that is different nucleosides and different components of the nucleotides. Everything we completed. With this, I conclude the session. Thank you.